Another thing that, like my intuition kept telling me, and I told her, I don't know why I keep seeing that you're meeting someone, like that you're meeting a guy. Like, I don't know where, but it's going to be shortly after you leave Seattle, you're going to meet a guy. And she's like, oh, no, I don't know nothing about it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't got a good feeling about it, Like, I was up thinking about it. Nothing keeps me up at night, you know what I mean? And I go, I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling about this. Like, you going. I just don't have a good feeling about it. Not that you're in danger, but I just have I don't know. Like, I just don't have a good feeling about it. And I kept telling her, I just know that there's somebody that I don't know if he's going to harm you. I don't know what, but I do know that there's a guy that you're going to meet. And she's like, well, under what pretenses? I said, I don't know 100% the pretenses because but I'm just intuitively, I'm telling you that I know that whether you know it or not, or I don't know if you're lying or whatever, but I'm just telling you that there's going to be someone along your travels that you're going to meet, and it's not going to be good. And that's exactly what happened. Anytime, like when I feel sick to my stomach about something, it's usually my intuition is 100% right. Anytime I don't get emotionally involved, I don't even let my mind wander. I just let my, like my senses pick up on stuff, and I just go, yeah, that doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And then this, just proves it. So I always tell people, go with your gut. Go with your gut. People that lie can never keep. I always tell people, go with the truth, because then I don't have to remember what I told you. Just go with the truth. So people that lie, they get used to lying, and they forget their stories or their shit. Like, you didn't go spend the night at someone's house on Christmas Eve and there wasn't fucking sex involved. I mean, I'm not a fucking moron, unless the guy's fucking 80 years old. Like the guy doesn't have, I mean, that's a special day I mean, come on, I'm a fucking grown-up, you know what I mean? The thing is stuff like this has to happen because God knows I'm not going to be able to get over it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to be able to get over it, so I'm going to have to fucking move on. It's going to have to be okay, no matter what. I'm not one of these guys that would ever accept this behavior from fucking anybody. I don't give a fuck if you're Britney Spears in 1999. You know what I mean? Shit like this happens because it's not your destiny. You're not meant to be with this person. That's why this shit is happening. Why do people cheat and whatever the fuck? Because you're not supposed to be with them. That's why. That's why I always say, if something happens early on in a relationship, get the fuck out of there. When something happens, this is a sign that this is a person. Like, I'm not saying that she's the worst person in the world. I'm not saying that she's a fucking whore or whatever the fuck. But I'm just saying, these are not character traits that I'm looking for in a girlfriend or a wife or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, this is why I'm single. Because I don't fucking play games. The whole time, like, if you can lie to me, if you can come home, look me in the eye and lie to me, then I just can't trust you with my life. And I need to be able to trust you with my life. I need to be able to trust you if I'm not there, that something happens, that you have my best interests in mind. And you just kind of showed me that you don't, And that's fine. Doesn't make you a fucking horrible person. I mean, you need to live your life. Some people, they have all this trauma and toxic shit, and they're just used to, they don't know any other way. They don't know how to fucking, not lie to people. They just know they've been doing it, because if you have to lie, you're hiding stuff. It's like when I tell people, like, if you're doing coke and you got to shut the fucking windows and lock the door, then you're doing something wrong. Then you shouldn't even be fucking doing it. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I tell people. If you're lying, what you're doing is you're shutting the door, closing the curtains, and fucking saying something and hoping that it doesn't, at her age, at any age, after 12 or 13 years old, you know that it's bullshit and you shouldn't fucking lie to people. And let's just be honest, you don't hold me in the fucking same regards that I fucking hold you. And whether, you're just not supposed to be having casual sex with people. It's not it's not a normal fucking thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, it is normal if you're in the world and you're, living in filth and living like everybody else and thinking that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay if you're just a regular person and you're not trying to better your life. But if you're trying to cosmically and spiritually get to another place, that's why I haven't had a girlfriend in 2 years. That's why I don't just fuck, I'm not saying that I'm a fucking virgin, but that's why I struggle with, I don't want to just fuck random people because I'm fucking horny. Do you know what I mean? Like, it means something. I just can't, when I was younger and when I wasn't sober, I could do it. Now that I woke the fuck up, I can't do it. Do you know what I mean? I can't just act like, that this isn't something that, it's just, it's just not something that two people should be fucking doing. And then pretending that it's not a big deal. It is a fucking big deal. It's a fucking huge deal. You know what I mean? It's not, if it wasn't a big deal, you wouldn't be being submissive to me and taking all your fucking clothes off. Do you know what I mean? If it wasn't a big deal, we would be fucking, watching Netflix on the fucking couch, not humping like a bunch of fucking wild animals. You know what I mean?